Hi, Coach. Welcome to HSBN Media Days. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Can you please introduce yourself and the players that you have here?
Christian Benhart, this is my second year at Boca Raton. To my right, I have senior outfielder, right-handed pitcher Milo Pereira. To my left, first baseman Aiden Donnelly. Jordan Davis, outfielder. Dylan Casey, he's a pitcher, infielder. And then you got Sage Johnson, who's an outfielder as well.
Excellent. Coach, you had quite a season last year. What was that experience like last year and bringing it to this year's season?
It was awesome. It set a good tone for the future teams. So, I mean, there are definitely we have holes to fill with those 11 seniors, but I feel like we have guys ready to step up. So I'm excited for it. I loaded up the schedule because last year our guys know once you get into the playoffs, you face nothing but good arm after good arm. So I tried to put the best teams possible on our schedule to help prepare us for the playoffs.
We'll talk about the makeup of your team, the seniors you have on there, returning guys transferring in from other schools. Tell us about that.
So we have, last year our top two arms were seniors. This year we have, when you look at our top arms, one senior, got a few juniors. So that's good for the future as well. But some of those juniors have experience from last year. We have a few transfers that came in. I think a couple of them can definitely have an immediate impact for us and help us out. A couple of them are pretty versatile. They can play different positions, which always helps. A couple others, I think they can definitely help out, but still yet to see what their exact role might be.
And this being your second year, so what are your goals for the season?
Well, it doesn't change from last year. I tell the kids all the time, I want to start off with a district championship. I want a regional championship. And we shoot for the state championship. We know it's not going to be easy, so it takes a lot of buy-in. I think last year's team felt like they were very capable. We ran into a dark horse, Stoneman Douglas, but we went into that game believing we could win. We still feel like if we did a couple things differently, we could have won. And going into this year, we have a lot of confidence going in. So we definitely feel like we're capable, but we know it's not going to be easy, and it's a long, hard road. So, yep.
From the player perspective, who wants to share with, what are they hoping for this season? I mean, you guys were there last year, all seniors this year. Tell me about what's going on through your head now.
I think Big Dog got it.
Yeah, Big
Dog. This year we think we could go far again. I mean, last year was great. Districts, different teams now. I think we could. It's a real attainable goal to win it, and then just to keep moving on. And we like the schedule is really hard, which is great, facing good teams, and just to winning every game's a new game, just trying to beat them all. And we'll see how it goes.
Anything else?
The goal is we want all 5 trophies, 2 tournaments, district, regionals, state championship.
Good goal.
Coach Benhart, there's probably as many coaching styles as there are coaches. Taking into account the makeup of this year's teams in terms of experience, power, base running, defense, and pitching, what kind of approach will you use coaching this team on the field?
Well, I try to get them to buy into the fact that once you get to a certain part of the season, once you get into the playoffs, it takes a lot more than just talent. It's those teams that can execute those small fundamentals. So I try to preach the same thing regardless of my makeup of the team. If you want to make that deep run, you need more than just talent. Talent can only get you so far. So, I mean, I try to have a good balance between the new school style and the old school style. I have an assistant coach who's definitely old school, which I think is really good. And he demands perfection from the kids. And there's no question about it. He gets them better. He's, in my opinion, probably the best assistant coach that you could ask for. He's somebody I can go to when I have questions. And we also have a younger coach out there as well. So I think it's a good balance between the two. We have a ton of experience and knowledge, and we also have those young guys that can help relate to the players as well. So.
And for our guys, you're all seniors. How do you handle adversity? A team, we always call a team a family. And you have the ups and downs throughout the season. How do you guys, as role models and team leaders, handle and motivate after losses and wins as well?
I would definitely say that we are a family. I mean, everybody here has each other's backs, and we know that. We can go to each other for anything, basically. Wins, we celebrate together. Losses, we don't dwell on it too much together. We try and just, hey, we lost that game, move on, come back with the next 3.
Yeah, baseball, it's a sport of short-term memory, and we really try to use that for when we lose, and when we win, you want to celebrate, but don't try and get too high up so that the next one, we can't be rolling in expecting to win. We need to be ready for every game.
And how are you motivating the younger players on your team? Are you guys setting, lead by example? Are you talking to them? How are you guys doing that?
Well, I got something to add to that. When we do weights, especially throughout the fall, we have JV and varsity in there. A lot of times it's combined practices. So I think just simply having those freshmen on the field with those upperclassmen, that alone is a motivating factor. So I think that's good for the entire program. It's good for the seniors. I think it helps remind them where they came from, and then it's good for the freshmen because they see what they can get to if they keep on working.
And a big motivator for us is winning. Everybody wants to win, but we know we have to do the small things to get those wins. We have to play through every inning, every out, every game, and we saw a lot of winning last year. We know what can happen when we put that work in, so that's what motivates us now.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So let's talk about your schedule. You play a lot of tournaments, Coach. Tell me about the unique types of challenges that it creates to be in that tournament environment right off the bat and throughout the year. You have one
So
that's-
I preach to the kids that regardless tournament, regular season game, every game counts because of the new system with rankings and whatnot. But it's easy to overlook certain regular season games. When you're in a tournament, we try to preach, you look at the big picture. When you really look into it, those tournaments don't really mean much, but you still want to win them. So those kids still do what they can. They fight to win each game. They do want to win that trophy because it's a good feeling. We were fortunate to win our spring break tournament last year. It's never easy to do that again, but I think opening up with the Slam is good because that's an historically good tournament. There's usually good talent in that from different teams throughout that tournament. And it's just good to prepare us for the rest of the season because, like I said, our schedule is so tough. So being in that tournament structure, it's just, I don't want to say added pressure, but an added motivator to want to succeed. And then if we do successful in that tournament, it's good leading into those regular season games.
And for your schedule, you are facing some tough teams. Are there any new teams that you're looking at this year? Or?
Well, Stoneman Douglas, they were in our district last year, so we played them in the district championship. We played them in the regional semifinals, but I made sure to get them on our regular season schedule this year. They're not in our district anymore. So we got Stoneman Douglas on our schedule. I was able to add Jupiter, which is a powerhouse this year. So we're traveling to both of those schools. We have Calvary coming to us, which is always a good program. We're also going to North Broward Prep, which is another nationally ranked program. So our schedule, there's really no breaks throughout the entire season. It makes it tough on the kids, but when you look at that big picture, I think it's good when it comes to the preparation aspect of things.
And from the player point of view, looking at this schedule, tough schedule, can you share what your feelings are on playing this type of?
We're going to be seen as like an underdog in those games. We're not going to be expected to win, but we're going out there looking to win every game, and we're going to push till we do.
Excellent. So, Coach, take us out. What can we expect from the Bobcats this year?
I think it's definitely a tight-knit group, a scrappy group like last year. I think we do have some good arms that are going to help us out with the new playoff structure. It shortened up the regular season, so you got to rely on more than just 2 or 3 arms. But I do think we got guys that are willing to step up. I think, like Dylan said, we have a chance to upset some teams for sure. But it's going to take a lot of dedication and grind throughout the season. But that's what I expect from these guys.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the best of luck for the season, and we'll see you on the field soon.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.